No way, we're right on his heels. He's calling. Sephiroth is calling. I debated about doing like individual voices for all of them, and I decided not to. So let's take a. Oh wow, epic music playing. No, what's this over here? I must get rid of all those that stand in the way of my research, even the one from the Turks. I scientifically altered him and put him to sleep in the basement. If you want to find him, then search the area. But this is not merely a game, or this is merely a game I thought of. It is not necessary for you to participate if you don't want to. There seems to be another letter. Yeah, read it. Move the dial on the safe carefully, but quickly. You have 20 seconds, and you cannot go past the numbers while turning. The 4 hints for the numbers are... Hey, what the heck? There's only three options here. Where's the 4th number? I am not guessing at the 4th number. Alright, dial number 1. The lid of the box with the most oxygen. Now, what I find really annoying is that you actually have to read through all this all over again just to get the new hints. Behind the ivories, short of T and Ray. I don't know how you're supposed to read that. Behind the ivories, short of T and Ray. I think that's how you would read that sentence. I actually really didn't understand what that message meant, but I understood what room they meant the first time I played this. Dial number 3. The creak in the floor near the chair on the 2nd floor. Then to the left 5 steps, up 9 steps, left 2 steps, and up 6 steps. 5926, 5926, 5926. Now, to me, that would have been a much more interesting way to leave the number for all this, like shenanigan. If it was like, 5926, like was the combination on the safe. That would have been so much more epic if like the other clues just led you back to reading the note again, and those were your numbers. But unfortunately, it's not. And then, I meant to show that off, crap. Blah, 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 blah. Read it. Move the dial on the safe carefully but quickly. You have 20 seconds. You cannot go past the numbers while turning. The 4 hints to the number for the numbers are dial 1, 2, 3, and... Game tricks, you guys! You just have to press down enough times and you can come down here too. The 4th row has been written in invisible ink. To the right, 97. So, 4th number is right 97. Got it. So now we'll go exploring the mansion. Okay. The one thing said something about Ray, the short, Ivory short of T and Ray. And we get some of our new enemies in here. So, we have a Gyrofelgo. These guys have nothing to steal, unfortunately. They have a little about 2,000 health. You cannot manipulate them. Now, I was reading online to make sure I knew where everything I needed to do was. Not in the mansion here, but in terms of enemy skills and materia, because I thought I was supposed to have another materia by this point. And it turns out I actually get it in the next town or so. I actually know where it is, I just don't want to give it away. But it says that there's an enemy skill you can learn in this mansion. I've never learned an enemy skill in this mansion. But anyways, so here we got, your little nice set and a piano. What? Can you play this piano? No, I want to play the piano. I want to play it. Wait, did that just spasm? That's so weird. Some of these things are like spasming when I hit them. Does anybody know what that means? I wish I could tell you what buttons I'm pressing, but I'm kind of pressing them kind of fast. I wonder if that's how you're supposed to learn the song. But anyways, you come back here, guys, to the corner of the piano. And something is written on the floor. Number 2, left 10. Alright, so the second combination on here is left 10, right 97. Or something, and then right 97. so let's keep exploring the mansion. And now here we have dorky faces. I remember that because these things are hysterical. They're also really annoying as well. They have a very, very slow charge time, so they're not something to necessarily fear, except that they have two major attacks that will terrify the hell out of you. One of them is curses, is that they silence your party, so for players like me, who are quite materia dependent, having two members silenced and only items to cure that, not a fun thing to go through. The other thing they have, I'll wait and see if they cast it on me, because I actually gained quite a decent amount of experience and quite the amount of money here. I'm not going to grind here, however. I find that pointless, but it is a decent grinding spot if you can resist Twin Viper. I think that's for Yuffie. Yep, Twin Viper, Yuffie. So now there is items in this mansion. So the first time we came here, there wasn't anything for us to pickpocket through, and for some reason somebody decided to leave us a combination for the safe, as well as... Oh, here it is. Nope, that's curses. Sorry. Fibbed. But yeah, somebody decided to leave us a safe and leave us a combination, a game to play, and something locked in the basement. Kinda don't like the sound of that. Now, if you guys had the booklet for the game, you would know exactly what that meant, but for those of you who do not have the booklet for the game, I'm gonna leave it a secret. And actually, guys, for once, please don't spoil this, because I thought this was a really awesome, like, little side quest. And I remember my friend who introduced me to this game, he'd been playing the game for like 6 months before me, and never figured this out, never figured out the save. Silver Megaphone, again for Kate Sith. Picking up a lot of items for him. I should do a playthrough with him as my main party member and see what ridiculous nonsense he says. But so here's the beds that we used to stay in. Everything is built exactly the way that I remember it, guys. It's kind of crazy. And now we have another Gyrofelgo or something. I don't remember what his name is. I just remember that's his only good attack, and like it works fantastic and he attacks whoever's in the front line with it. But if he attacks somebody in the back line, he doesn't really do a whole lot. So again, not too intimidated by him. Not really worth a good experience. I guess the money is good. I mean, any money in my opinion is good. Now, the first time I played through this game, enemy launcher, that's for Barrett, and it looks like a rocket launcher, basically, on his arm. It's hysterical. Here, guys, we have a bunch of plants. Now, if you remember the hints, a box with the most amount of oxygen, something is written on the back of the lid. Right 36, and there's number 1, so it's right 36, left 10, blank, and then right 97. So 3610, or right 36, left 10, and then blank and right 97. Hopefully that's not going to be like too big of a stretch. Now there is an easy way to counter these guys in a sense. I found the best way is just to auto attack them, just to eliminate them immediately, because you don't know if they're going to curse you or not. Oh, there it is, guys. There's the attack I've actually been dreading. And thankfully enough, it missed. And of course it cast it on my only other person with enemy skill. I don't understand why the two of them are attacking what's in the back row. And wait a second, I just realized, is Red 13 in the back row? I think he is. I don't know why I would have put him in the back row, though. He doesn't have long-range materia or a long-range weapon. Why would I have him in the back row? No, he's in the front row. Weird. Okay, whatever. My mind is playing tricks on me. Going goddamn crazy. No! I just wanted that box! There was something in the box! Now, do you have to do this thing that I'm doing right now? No, it's a side quest, but I like it. It's a fun side quest. Do you have to do it right now with the first moment you come into the Shinra Mansion? No, because we know Sephiroth is in here. And because we have the gift of, past sight, we kind of probably already know where he is. And I'm leaving that room for last intentionally. Now that's our entire party silenced. And now the funny breath. I'm getting so lucky that keeps missing me. Funny breath is a status ailment breath. It cannot be learned by your party, unfortunately. But all it is mass confusion. Now, these guys do have a very long recharge time in terms of like an active time meter. They basically have like slow already pre-programmed on them because they do status effects to you. After they've silenced you and confused you, they actually don't have any magical attacks. They only have a melee attack. So the good news is that they'll either attack you or just keep casting Funny Breath until everybody in your party is confused and is hitting each other. Oh, what? It didn't do it. Alright, there's supposed to be a hint saying... Or the hint says that there's like a crack near the chair. And for some reason it didn't do it. Oh, maybe it's these things. I forgot about... That's it! That's what I want to learn! Whoa! Well, that just happened! Huh, I might have to do some off-screen grinding, guys. Can I manipulate these things? No way! They cast it on both my party members? I am luckiest SOB in the world, guys. Wait, why did Cloud's attack do nothing? I don't want to use this limit break if it's going to do nothing. Oh, I get the gimmick. Alright, now I also don't understand why that's doing nothing. Does damage equal to user's max HP divided by the user's current amount of... What an annoying concept, fighting these things. Oh, I got it. Wait. Oh, but he killed him. No, whatever. Since we're not injured, it should kill him. I read online that you could learn that in this mansion, and I couldn't think what casts it. I completely forgot about those stupid scales. So the way the scales work, guys, is that if you hit them with an auto attack, they'll switch over to only taking magic damage, and the vice versa. And it's kind of the theme of the mansion, is that you can't have a full auto attack party, and you can't have a full materia party. You need to have a balance of both, and that theme continues on downstairs as well. But before we go down there, the directions were 5 steps to the left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 steps up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 to the left, and then 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet! Something's written here on the floor. Right 59. So we now have the combination. Now what's kind of disappointing about that, guys, is that if you actually know where the spot is, which is right about at this carpet, just come here and keep pressing enter a few times and you'll find it. But it's basically right at the corner of this carpet, and you can find it real fast. So let's go unlock this safe, which I didn't show off at all. I really probably should have. But the safe's in here! So you come up to the safe, and obviously it looks suspicious. I was talking. Alright, cool. And here's the last enemy in the... we'll help you steal just in case. And of course it confuses Cloud and Tifa. Now, confusion works just like Sleep Hell does, is that it only affects the party member... Ooh, that kind of hurts. Until... they are struck with a melee attack. So thankfully enough, certain enemies are really stupid and will instantly attack. As for people, In these mirrors, you would think that they would reflect attacks back at you. Clearly they are not. Huh, why are you missing so frequently? I don't have fury. Yeah, we finally got that stupid dorky face. What to say, I know you can steal something in this mansion. Echo screens. So here we have Curses, Cutter, and Funny Breath. What will happen if I cast Curses on that? Now the way that these mirrors work is a pretty obvious gimmick, is that if you cast any spell on them, it's going to reflect it back at the user and deal damage to them. So if you can't cast Transform on them, it'll cause, let's say Tifa casts Transform on them, it'll cause the Transform to bounce back into Tifa, transform her. So it's one of those mansions, you kind of have to be careful about what you're doing in it. I don't remember it ever being a problem, but I generally auto-attack most things and then just use my spells for annoying things. I have a bad feeling about this, but we can either open the safe or don't open it. But I'm feeling cocky, so I want to open up the safe. So again, our combination is right 36, left 10, right 59, right 97. And the gimmick here is you can't pass the number. Nothing bad happens if you pass the number. You just have to redo it again, and it's kind of annoying. But you have 20 seconds to do this. So right 36, left 10, right 59, and right 97. I usually can get it in with 1 or 2 seconds remaining. I've not been able to do it any faster, but success! Yay! What? I just got into a battle! Who would hide something in the safe? What? That was not hiding in the safe. I disagree. Whatever the heck that thing is, it was not hiding in the safe. Now, as you can see, there's 2 ways to fight this, or there's one thing here, and 2 faces to it. So, we're going to do the logical thing, and we're going to go all out on it. So you cast Beta, you cast Aqualung, and I forgot to set you up. And he cast magic for himself. I'm just going to put Tifa on defense, because I meant to give her poison, and I forgot to. Now, poison, I think, is this thing's biggest weakness. Just keep casting poison on it, and this thing's basically done. But after you attack it so many times... Did that not bring sense either? I didn't bring sense. Boss number... Man, she doesn't have anything that can do anything to this guy because he's a boss. But he transforms! Now, the big gimmick here, guys, is that whatever you do to him, he's going to switch sides on whatever you're doing. So because we were casting, Aqualung and Beta on him so many times, here I'll show it off. Ooh, he's using Bio. I didn't know he could use that. Not her. That's kind of a bad sign. But here we'll counterattack with our own magic. And before it was doing about 800, and now it's barely doing 200. So that is... Oops. Oh crap, he's dead. I will not stand for that. Phoenix down. Don't Phoenix down him. Cast now. Did you just die? Jesus. But this is also why I love enemy skills so much, is that one white wind and all your problems are gone. But it casts off some magical spells, which I love the fact that he does. But as you can see, once you flip him over from being, wow. Oh, that's not gonna help you. Wind. And, no, let's get another big guard up. I don't think I need it. Well, 2. That's a few seconds too late. But he'll flip the coin. So if you start off just auto-attacking him, he'll switch over into the bald version of himself. And when he doesn't... Oh, I wanted to finish him off with the limit break. But we get 2,000 experience, and we get Cosmo Memory. Now, we just completed Cosmo Canyon, and that thing just gave us... I guess that's only 2,000 gil. Oh, that was 20,000 for a second. But yeah, we gained a lot of gil back just in this mansion. We get the materia Odin, and we also get the basement key. So we gained 3 things from doing that safe, and for some reason they couldn't just leave them all in the safe and have you pick up all 3. But if we go here, we just completed Cosmo Canyon. Where is it? Cosmo Memory. Learn limit skill Cosmo Memory. Don't really care. I've got the wrong person. I don't get it. Oh, but Red 13, I thought you could learn it. He can learn it. He actually has to learn all of his other 6 limit breaks. And this is how you get the level 4 limit break, is it can only be taught by finding the item in the world. Red 13 is the earliest level 4 limit break you can obtain no matter what, under any condition. Tifa's, you can only gain that at the end of disc 2 or in disc 3, I believe. Barrett, I believe, is at the end of disc 2. We're halfway through disc 2. Who else do we have? Kate Sith, disappointingly enough, actually only learns only 2 limit breaks, and that's it. Yuffie, you can learn hers on disc 1, I believe, actually. But it's much after Red 13. It's you're not even at the point where Yuffie... even if you had all of Yuffie's at the moment, it still wouldn't matter, because you don't get hers for another, 2 or 3, in-game chapters, we'll say. Who else? Barrett, Aerith. Aerith can't learn hers yet. I got what I needed, but can't learn hers yet. And who else? Aerith, Tifa, Yuffie, Kate Sith, Red 13, Yuffie. And then we're still missing 2 party members. So that is the lost number. Again, the easiest way to fight him is actually... what I find to be the easiest, 2 players with enemy skills, just casting non-stop spells on him. As you can see, Cloud's actually out of magic at the moment. And then you give your last person who doesn't have anything, you give them poison, and even if you don't have poison at a high level at this point, yeah, of course Cloud has it. Even if you don't have poison at Bio 2, Bio 1's fine as long as you get him poisoned. That's all that matters. You poison him, and he will take he takes 200 to 300 damage per tick on that. And this early in the game, that's huge. And then when he switches over to melee, that allows all your limit breaks to go off on him very quickly. So here we have a back attack. We're going to switch everybody's rows, even though this thing is probably not going to live too long once Tifa gets a turn. We'll attack you. These guys also have nothing to steal. And let's see if I can get a bunch of damage. I got them all. I got them all. Record show. No! Frame rate's dropping. Okay. What? Oh, why did the frame rate drop? I hope it did not affect anything. But there's all 5. So Tifa, in my opinion, I can understand why people like her early game, is that her damage output is much higher than anybody else's early game. But, late game, I disagree with that. Guys, I'm actually going to pause the recording real fast and fix whatever just happened.